Hey there, everyone. How's everyone doing? I have a lot of updates. Not only for the states. Sorry, let me get my list of states that I did research on, as well as Pennsylvania. And I do have some information specifically for Pennsylvania, but because PEUC and PUA are laws that have to do with all 50 states, um, it might apply to all 50 states. So hopefully that made sense. How is everyone doing? Um, so I'm on well, my husband is on PEUC for the state of Pennsylvania. And Ben, I'm glad you were able to get your back pay. That's great. Our claim was like messed up. Got in contact with Chat yesterday, and they paid me, or they released funds for 3 weeks, and then I verified it by logging into the back office, and I saw 3 weeks being paid. But then I'm like, I never got paid for the week ending July 2nd. And sure enough, I think it was about 3 o'clock this afternoon, I was able to get through to a live person through chat, and it took me like 5 minutes. Like, it took me no time at all. So if you guys want to see how I do it, I don't know. I could definitely do a video, but again, obviously this is specifically for Pennsylvania because I don't have a need to call any other state. But yeah, I would kind of have 3 browsers up and just quickly go through everything. So if you guys want me to create a video for that, let me know. So I think, Ben, just like you, I think we're good to go. We're actually good to be caught up with payments, and it's just a relief. That mental relief that hopefully things will go on track. So unfortunately, there was a lot of updates. There's a lot of issues, as you guys know, with PUA in the state of Pennsylvania. And I wanted to get on here a couple minutes early just to talk about Pennsylvania specifically. But I couldn't find my phone. You know what? Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to run and take care of something real quick. Anyway, so what I want to do is I'll go through some of the updates that I have, and then I'll get to the chat. So there's a couple things, and again, I might be referencing the state of Pennsylvania, but it's going to apply to all states because the bill applies to all states, right? So first, and I can't remember who it was, and I would imagine that everyone claiming PUA would fall into this situation. Someone asked last night on the live that when you go to file PUA, it's asking you to create a brand new claim or maybe open up another claim. But regardless, it's asking you for your 2020 income. And I can't remember who asked me this, but when they did that, because chances are, if you were collecting PUA in the year 2020, you're not going to have any income for the most part, right? Or you're going to have very little, which means when you go to complete the form that PUA is asking you to do, you will be earning, some of you anyway, will be earning considerable amount of money because, you know, and again, I don't know the increments of PUA, but, you know, in the year 2019, if you were making $50,000 a year, then all of a sudden you're making $5,000, your weekly benefit amount for PUA is going to be drastically lower. So what oh shoot, where did I put it? what I was able to find is an article of what you can do in that situation. Now, where did I put it? Sorry, let me just log into my email real quick. I put it in my little cheat sheet, but who knows where the heck I put it. So, so the reason why I bring this up is, well, number one, to give you a document for you to take a look at if you are indeed in the situation. So again, this was written, I guess, from a Philadelphia legal team, but I thought it was interesting. So I'm going to paste it in the chat. So if you guys are on PUA, definitely take a look at that. You may not need it now, but definitely bookmark it and keep it. So for those of you that are in Pennsylvania and you were on their Facebook page, they did a Facebook Live. And one of the reporters specifically asked, whoever the lady was, you know, what happened, or actually it was a guy that asked twice. He asked twice. He goes, I noticed that when claimants are telling this reporter that when they were going through PUA trying to certify the weeks, it's asking for 2020 income. And he specifically said, how do these people, how should they fill this out? Like, what income should they be reporting, since most people were on unemployment for most of 2020? And the lady did not have an answer. So he asked it the first time, and she kind of like answered around it. And I'm like, wow, she really didn't give a concrete answer. And then towards the end of the call, he asked it again. He's like, you know, just want to circle back, like, kind of didn't understand your answer here. And she specifically said, we have to wait for guidance on, I guess, you know, the typical awaiting guidance thing, right? So she's like, I don't have an answer to that specifically. We're still finding out the details about that. Obviously, with the new bill, especially for PUA, there's been a lot of changes, like the identity verification. Well, I guess that was part of last year anyway, but they seem to be more strict about identity verification. And, you know, you have to upload income or pay stubs or, you know, some sort of income documentation you have to upload now. So, yeah, it was interesting when this guy asked, you know, PUA is asking for 2020 income, what should people put? And she didn't have an answer. So if you are currently collecting PUA, whether it's in Pennsylvania or in another state, and they're asking for 2020 income, I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you, because it's like, you want to get paid, so you want to fill something else. But then if you fill it out, you might be making considerably less money per week if you put like a minimum amount of money. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I didn't confuse a lot of you, but yeah, I was so irritated. A lot of these questions that the reporters were asking, she didn't have an answer for. But regardless, PEUC, if you were in the state of Pennsylvania, and then I'll get to some of the other states. If you're on PEUC in Pennsylvania, as of this afternoon, you should be good to go to file. If you have any issues, definitely get in contact through chat. Like I said, if you want me to create a video on how I did it, I'm like super fast. Let me know and I can definitely do that. PUA, obviously, there are some issues, not just in the state of Pennsylvania, but all over. Okay, so someone posted in Facebook regarding PUA in the state of Pennsylvania. Just got off the phone with a rep regarding PUA. If you're like me, you're stuck in a waiting week to be able to file. Tomorrow morning, it's supposed to let us file and get our back pay. So it seems like hopefully they'll do some sort of update tonight, and hopefully a lot of you will be able to file successfully tomorrow. So regarding additional information that I have regarding PUA in Pennsylvania, the issue with all the past weeks not being there is being fixed. There's nothing we can do or need to do except wait. Also, the 29th deadline. So obviously I'm not on PUA, so when you guys were talking about a deadline, that was honestly, it was new to me. I didn't know what that meant. But a lot of you did express, how can we file in time for the January 29th deadline if you can't do anything, right? So the 29th, January 29th deadline was miscommunicated, and that deadline was for reactivating your claim, not for filing the back weeks. If you haven't followed instruction for reactivating your claim, do that immediately. Again, do not hit the request backdating button, or you will delay your claims. You won't be able to file, and you won't get paid for a period of time until a decision is made, and it will cause issues and flags. Okay, so hopefully that helps. I'm sure it probably does nothing but frustrate everyone. But anyway, just wanted to put that information out there. Maybe I'll do a separate video for PUA. Okay, so let's get into quickly. I will go over the states that you guys were requesting me to do research on, and I'll go through these as fast as I can. Arkansas, it looks like they're not getting paid yet. They're still implementing everything. I do have a PDF. I don't know how handy it is. It doesn't really say much, so I won't bother sharing it. So yeah, unfortunately, Arkansas, couldn't find an update. I couldn't find an ETA of when you guys would possibly get paid. California, the last thing that I could find on their website is people who qualify for PUA and PEUC will be able to continue or open new claims starting Monday. And again, this was something that I got a week or two ago. If you want the latest up-to-date detailed information about California, go to Shelly's Millions YouTube channel or Jenny Silver, and they deal specifically with California, because I know you guys in California are having issues just like us in Pennsylvania. So they're obviously a little closer to California. All I can do is report on what I find, and I'm not finding anything on California. Obviously, I mean, without me having to, I meant Shelly's Millions did do a live stream today. I meant to listen to it. I didn't get a chance to, so I apologize for that. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to watch that, and then I'll be up to date and hopefully be able to help you guys out. Colorado, the end of February, or I'm sorry, the end of January, beginning of February for the extensions. And if you're in Colorado, they actually did a town hall yesterday, or no, the 22nd. I just put the link in the chat. So if you're in Colorado, I quickly went through the town hall and there was nothing, meaning there were no dates set. But definitely feel free to look through that if you can. Georgia actually has a nice little timeline. So if you are in the state of Georgia, go in the chat, and I put a website for you to reference, because it's pretty handy. But I'm mid to late February if you exhausted PEUC and PUA is what I have for Georgia. And again, definitely get that resource that I put in the chat. Hawaii, I don't think I could find anything. Yeah, I mean, the last that they updated anything was January 8th. So here we are 20 days later, and I couldn't find anything. It does say claimants, and only those claimants who have exhausted or are exhausting regular UI benefits can apply for PEUC in the UI portal. So that doesn't help. What is this? The only thing I have for Hawaii is this PDF that I just put in the chat, which again really doesn't specifically. When I do my research, I'm looking for dates, right? So I'm looking for, when is this state finally going to pay out everything? So unfortunately, in a lot of states, I'm not able to find that information. Illinois, again, it's the same. No dates. Updates will be made to their website and social media sites Existing claimants should continue to certify their normal schedule. So in Illinois, I don't have any updates. Indiana, I do have a resource for you. But I do have that PEUC and PUA should be available on January 22nd, which was a couple days ago. And if you are in Indiana, again, whoa, that is a long URL that it's not going to let me paste. Anyway, well, I'm not able to paste it in the chat, but Indiana, I think, should be paying out. At least that's what I'm seeing. If you are in Kentucky, I have a resource for you. So I just put the resource in chat. If you are in Kentucky, definitely take a look at that. And Michigan, I personally couldn't find anything on social media, on their normal website. Although people in the chat have told me that Michigan's looking at the end of February, which is ridiculous. And talked about Pennsylvania, and I think that's all the updates that I have. If you are in a state, I'm actually going to put another resource in the chat in case you're new to the channel and you haven't seen this before. If you are looking for the $300 boost, I did put a resource for you to check out and monitor so you can hopefully get an ETA of when your state's going to pay the $300. And then if you live in California, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, and Virginia, there is additional information under the grid for you. So those are the updates that I have for those specific states. It's ridiculous. Tanya, I was able to file the claim yesterday. They updated the system and fixed it in active account. Oh, yay. Progress, right? Leisure Love. Nevada hasn't paid out unemployment yet. My EB ran out 2 ago and it's stuck at 0. So it seems like, trying to remember Nevada. Yeah, I haven't found any. Oh, wait, let me look at the right place. Yeah, could not find specific dates with Nevada. So not 100% sure what's going on with your claim. So if your EB ran out, the next program that you should be on is PEUC. So yeah, once Nevada implements the extension in their systems, then you'll be able to hopefully see a balance. I recommend definitely keep logging into your portal, and hopefully, like I said, again, hopefully you'll eventually see a balance on your account. Michael was wondering if any update PUA exhausted in November to Georgia recipients to get paid. Last update was to be released within 14 days. I think did I put a resource in Georgia? Yeah, definitely take a look at the resource that I put in the chat. And if there's no date on there, then but yeah, I do have mid to late February if you exhausted PEUC and PUA for Georgia. Kane, I'm not 100% sure. You know what? The PUA is absolutely confusing me in the state of Pennsylvania. So yeah, I would imagine, especially if you'd filed before Sunday, I would hope that you would get paid, right? Are you seeing the payment like actually in an in progress state? Because hopefully that would give us some kind of hope, right? Gordon, I called PUA and I have 4 weeks of not being paid, but I have payment dates. I called PUA and they told me they were way behind in Ohio. Yeah, in Ohio, apparently they're switching people from one system to another, which obviously probably not a good time to do that, right? Greg in California, just certified Sunday PEUC extension, is 0. I'm still in my benefit year. Do I get another extension? So California, I know that there were some programs that they extended longer than other states. I'm not sure if PEUC was one of them. So PEUC, as you probably know, paid 13 weeks in the year 2020. Now in 2021, they are paying an additional 11 weeks, making that 24 weeks in total. So what you want to do is calculate how many weeks you received last year and obviously this year. And if that is more than 24, then you will be done with PEUC. However, the good thing is, so if it's less than 24, you'll keep collecting PEUC. Once California implements PEUC, you'll be good to go. However, in the event that you have used all 24 weeks of PEUC, in California, they do have extended benefits or Fed ED enabled for 13 weeks. So once you are done PEUC, as long as you haven't already collected Fed Ed in the state of California, you should be eligible for, well, actually, I think in California, you have to meet some kind of income requirement or something for Fed Ed, but you could qualify for Fed Ed. So long answer, sorry about that. Just want to give you all the details. Jean, finally cleared up today. On my back pay, FPUC was added. My PEUC was updated. I'm in PA. Just wait or call. Do not reopen. Yay. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Yeah, I think they magically fixed it this afternoon or something. So yeah, hopefully a lot more people. So yeah, if you are new, just coming on the live stream, if you're in the state of Pennsylvania and you're on PEUC, definitely try to file. If you're in PUA, they'll be fixing it. Jeffrey, oh shoot, did I just lose your question? Oh, Jeffrey, I totally just lost your question, and I apologize. Tanya, PA finally was on the job. They still owe me a week that I filed for the 10th of January. They backdated. Yeah, you should see it maybe in progress status. I think mine's in like an in progress status. So if it is, I'm hoping that you will get paid tomorrow. JJ, if only a certain billionaire who was in office would have just signed this when it came to this desk, we wouldn't have to deal with this. Yeah, and it's not just, it's everyone, right? It's Pelosi, it's Mitch. They all should have come to agreement. What, Thanksgiving at the latest? It should not have waited this long because it's ridiculous. Tania wants to know, did anyone get the $300 today? Okay. Hey, Juan. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Awesome, too. Praying to at least get 1 week tomorrow. They're supposed to be working on the back weeks issue, which is already solved with PFUC. Yeah, I know. Hopefully, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm hoping that a week from now, everyone in the entire country will be paid. And then, so flippin' frustrating. ASEA got $600 on PEUC and PA. So was that for your PEUC payment or was that for the FPUC? I mean, hey, at least you got something, right? Kane, some people telling me they got paid PUA today with boost and back pay. Nice. Progress. Oh, that's so cool. Eddie, do you know how long it would take for Illinois to update my claim if I'm still exhausted 2 weeks from now? Unfortunately, no, they don't have any dates that I can find in the state of Illinois or whatever I recently just said. I don't think I could find anything regarding Illinois. Unfortunately, until they implement the changes from the new bill, I don't have a date, unfortunately. I got my PEUC Pennsylvania, but not the extra 300. Yeah, hopefully if you got paid PEUC this week, then in the state of Pennsylvania, you'll receive it the following week if you're on PEUC. Okay, King Collection, hi, how are you? So Mark, in the beginning of the stream, I did talk extensively about Pennsylvania PUA. Ginger, I logged in, wasn't able to file, but it says active. So yeah, depending on the state that you're in, they could still be, you know what I'm trying to say. They could be implementing some updates. Tanya, I didn't either. I didn't get back pay from January 2nd. So I was able to get paid for the last 3 weeks. Well, I didn't physically receive the money yet. I was able to claim the past couple of weeks, but then I had to reach out to Chat yesterday. They released 3 weeks of funds, but I still hadn't seen anything from January 2nd. So I was able to contact someone through Chat today, and supposedly they released those funds. So you might need to reach out to unemployment support. Mickey Haynes, I got 15% food stamps on my EBT card today. If you're on food stamps, check your cards in Pennsylvania. Okay, well, that's good. So you weren't even expecting that. So that's good. That's awesome. Randy, in Ohio, I put a resource for you in the chat. Virginia, I thought I did have information about Virginia. Virginia, if you had exhausted PUA and PEUC prior to the CARES Act extension, then implementation for Virginia is January 28th. However, if you were currently on PEUC and PUA when it expired, then you should be good to go. And if you find that you hadn't exhausted your benefits and you're not getting paid, then yeah, you definitely want to reach out to support. Yeah, Deborah, great question. And I haven't looked at this recently. How soon is President Biden going to pass the unemployment extension till December? That's a great question. You know, supposedly when he first came to office, that was going to be one of the first things that he was looking to do, right? So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. The good thing is, at least with what he's proposing, is staying consistent. I mean, that doesn't mean that people are actually that Congress is gonna pass it, but it's nice to know that he's not like all over the place and we're hearing 20,000 bills being passed around. So yeah, that's a great question. I will, definitely look into that. And hopefully provide an update when I find one, but I haven't really been able to find one. Tabitha's from Allentown. Welcome. I live about an hour away. King Collection, Florida has many people on hold. Yeah, Pennsylvania is the same way. So Eddie, your PUA, oh wait, that was wrong. Yeah, unfortunately, Eddie, you're gonna have to wait until Illinois updates their systems to be able to file for PEUC or PUA all over again, which is annoying because we have to wait for them to get their stuff together. And Lisa has to wait a week to file because you need to re-register. Okay. Yeah, like why, right? Like if you have an existing claim, why do you even need, whatever, what do I know, right? Jeff. Hello, Kim, my MVP, my unemployment MVP. Welcome, Jeff. Thank you for always being here. Val, you are still waiting. I was hoping that because you received a text, you'd be good to go. Oh my goodness gracious. So frustrating. Actually, I think I did look at New Jersey earlier today. And I don't think I found anything either. Oh, that's right. Early February, right? Oh, unbelievable. Oh, so it was interesting. So for those of you that just joined the live stream, so in the state of Pennsylvania, they did a Q&A with reporters and the Department of Labor for the state of Pennsylvania, or for the Commonwealth of PA. And it was interesting because one of the reporters said, what are you guys going to do? What are you guys doing in advance of, in the event that there's an extension again? Like, what are you guys doing to prepare? And I was like, man, you go. And then there was another reporter that said, you know, there are a lot of people that are losing their homes, their cars, you know, and it was worded so amazingly because they didn't come out and say like, how does that make you feel type of thing. But man, they were really giving it to her, and it was definitely interesting. So if you guys are interested in watching that, if you live in Pennsylvania, go to the Pennsylvania Department of Labor Facebook page, and they did a Facebook Live. Noelle, I live in Pennsylvania, filed for unemployment 3 weeks ago because I was told by PEUC it was inactive, had to file again. The problem is that everyone else is telling me not to file. It will get all mixed up. Yeah, definitely don't want to. Yeah, you definitely don't want to file a new claim. Definitely try to get in touch with them by way of chat. Try, if you haven't tried this afternoon to file for PEUC, definitely try again because they did an update this afternoon. Gracie, can you claim unemployment if the company, oh wait, sorry, I didn't get to your other question. Hold on. I think you were asking something about a stimulus check. Where is that? Okay, I can't find it anymore. Okay. Gracie, can you claim unemployment if the company does a reduction and I'm losing my position? I'm currently under medical care and I really don't know when I'll be able to go back to work. Bottom line is, if you're not sure, definitely file for unemployment because you don't know, right? Like everyone's situation is different. However, if your hours are reduced, you could be entitled to not only full unemployment, but you could be entitled to partial unemployment. So even though you might be still working a little bit, if your hours are reduced, you could still collect. So it's definitely worth a shot. Yeah, so definitely, and just be honest with your answers, right? Oh, here, Noel, I found the stimulus. I want to get the stimulus check, but I'm not sure how to do it. I can't get a hold of the office about my PEUC. Yeah, like I said, Noel, definitely try again this afternoon and see if it'll let you file. And then as far as the stimulus and unemployment are two separate things. And I need to, yeah, there's a lot going on with the stimulus. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there on, I think Jenny Silver did a YouTube video on like what to do if you didn't get your stimulus check. I think that was her. But if you're still waiting to get your stimulus check, definitely Google a video on YouTube and get that figured out. Dana, my husband is receiving POA in Michigan, but hasn't received his back pay all the way till July. I'm confused. How does he qualify now, but still has not received his payment for previous weeks? Yeah, that's a great question. Bottom line is, if he's approved for those back weeks, which seems like he is, it's just unfortunately he hasn't gotten paid. If you can, I know it's probably impossible, you definitely get in touch with unemployment support for PUA, because you want to get that money sooner rather than later, not only because you want the money, but also for tax time. Because right now, the unemployment offices in all states are sending out the 1099 forms for unemployment. So in order for you to do your taxes, you're going to have to, file for unemployment. And obviously you want to make sure you get paid so you can file, because you don't want to file your taxes without having that 1099 and then all of a sudden get paid from last year and then have to do your taxes again. Right. So it's kind of it's a weird situation. But yeah, I mean, I'm a little confused too, because if he hasn't gotten any money from that, but regardless, as long as he qualified for PUA in the year 2020, he will be eligible for an extra 19 weeks. It just sounds like, or an extra 11 weeks. Sorry about that. It just sounds like there's a lot going on with his application that needs to be fixed. So definitely contact PUA unemployment to get that straight. Keith, I have one issue on my claim. Will I get paid? It says in progress. I do believe that I saw someone on Facebook that did have an issue on their claim and they still got paid. Hopefully you'll get paid, and definitely come back, Keith, tomorrow and let me know. And who knows, maybe that one issue is one of the requirements that they're making people do for PUA. So for example, you have to upload income documentation now for if you're on PUA and you want to keep collecting. Maybe that's one of your issues and you haven't done that yet. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. Or maybe you have to upload your driver's license or Social Security card. But yeah, I like I said, I thought that I did see someone getting paid, but I'm not 100% sure. But definitely come back and let me know. Dave, on extended benefits, haven't seen anything. Why Pennsylvania is hurting me. You know what, Dave? I don't know why. EB should be paying. I know that there was some glitches in the beginning of January, but I thought that they would have gotten. I thought that the extended benefits was fixed. Definitely get in contact with them by way of chat. If you can do it later in the afternoon, not sure when you jumped on the live stream, but I personally was able to reach out to someone within like 5 minutes. And I think I tried at like 3:00 and they hopefully resolved my issue. So I talked about Virginia earlier. No, Maryland is paying, actually. Maryland is one of the first. So this is for Biniam. So yeah, in Maryland, they were one of the first states to implement all programs. So if you're having issues with your PUA in Maryland, definitely reach out to unemployment. Okay, Jeff, you put 0 for 2020 income. Yeah, I would think that would probably make sense. But unfortunately, your PUA weekly might be greatly reduced, which is so frustrating. Yeah, Tanya, great idea. Tomorrow, check your dashboard to see if your payments went down. Yes, I did that personally today, and it did. Faith, in PA on PEUC, got my first extra $300 a week, $300 today. Yesterday, it said my account was inactive, and today my account was fixed, and I was finally able to claim my week. I just pray it remains fixed. It's the little wins, right? Yeah, supposedly they had it fixed for PUA in the state of Pennsylvania, or I'm sorry, PEUC in the state of Pennsylvania. So that's great that you got your extra $300 today. That makes me hopeful that we'll get ours next week. Michael, any Georgia PUA? Yeah, the only Georgia info I have is what I put. I think I put information in the chat. Yeah, so any information I have is what I put in the chat earlier. Oh, shoot, I'm missing your conversation. I'm assuming you guys were talking about the live stream that they did on Facebook. JJ? From Virginia. I haven't received payment since January 6th. Haven't seen any enhanced regular or can reach. Oh, Virginia sucks. Yeah. Well, and I think that's what's so frustrating because everyone's situation's different, right? So, like, even if we all lived in the same state, all of us could be seeing different things on, even though we're on the same program. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, Mariano. Yeah, New Jersey. They were supposed to reach out to people in New Jersey, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's any. Wait, what do I have? New Jersey. The beginning of February. I personally couldn't find anything, but from what you guys were saying, you're not going to see anything until the beginning of February. Did the new stimulus pass? Not that I've heard. I mean, unless it just passed, it could have, I guess. Stranger things have happened during my live streams. No, not that I know of. No stimulus has passed yet. Gordon, thank you for doing this. I quit a part-time job last summer because the hours were limited. Will they ding my PUA? That's a good question. It depends. Well, I'm not 100% sure. As long as you can prove that your place of employment was greatly reducing your hours, then you should be good to go. But obviously, it's a case-by-case basis. So they'll listen to your side, and then they might even reach out to the employer. So your destiny could be in your employer's hands, if that makes sense. So unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure. Christo, thanks. Unemployment still waiting for the ability to request payment. Any info for me would be appreciated. Christo, what state? Oh, Texas. You would think I would have these memorized by now, but I don't. Yeah, no ETA on anything in Texas. All it says was you will be automatically enrolled if you are eligible for benefits, but make sure you continue to not only request payments, but continue the work search activities. That's all I have for Texas, unfortunately. Kansas, are they paying the extra $300? Yes, apparently starting yesterday, Kansas should have started to pay the extra $300. Yeah, Kellyanne, Nevada, I don't think that they've implemented PEUC yet. Oh, wait, here we go. Yep, no dates. Yeah, and I specifically looked for dates, and I couldn't find any dates, like an ETA of when you could expect PEUC to actually pay out, and I couldn't find anything. I applied for unemployment 20 days ago, but nobody responded. So hopefully soon you'll be getting stuff in the mail. But unfortunately, depending on the state you're in, it could be a while, unfortunately. Pearl, I've not gotten any money yet. I am now looking at my postal in Pennsylvania, and it states adjustment summary and stated that my stimulus amount is now $270 instead of $195 for the weeks. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay, so wait, are you talking about your stimulus or your unemployment? So your unemployment benefit amount changed, it looks like. Yeah, I would imagine that's going to happen a lot, unfortunately. Don in Ohio, I've oh wait, there was a resource for Ohio. But in the state of Ohio, they are in the middle of transferring people from one system to a brand new one. But let me find that resource for you. So yeah, definitely. Who was that? That was Don. I just put a resource in the chat, and it does give specific dates. Nebraska. You know what? I need to do more research on Nebraska. I haven't done Nebraska in a while because no one's really asked for it. So I will update you tomorrow on that because what I have might be old. Actually, let me just see what I have, just out of curiosity. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the last time I looked, which is probably a week ago, I couldn't find any information. They were still awaiting guidance. But yeah, I'll definitely look into that. So now I will go through and okay, William, I'd already put 2 claims in this month. They were confirmed and accepted, but I still didn't get any unemployment. This is getting ridiculous for everyone. Agreed. William, I'm not sure what state you are in. Obviously, if you have the patience, definitely reach out to unemployment for your state. And Pam is saying Georgia will not answer their phone for any question. I've seen that when I was doing my research. I've seen that on a couple of Department of Labor websites saying, don't call us, we'll update you, which, yeah, doesn't happen. So, yeah, Jamar couldn't find a specific date regarding California PEUC. Apparently, they were going to roll people out in a 2-week period of time. They were going to contact people, but I haven't seen any concrete dates of when they would start paying out in California. Anthony, in my 4th week, will hit my account on Wednesday, finally. Yay. I love this. I can't wait for the day that we're all just getting paid and celebrating that we're all getting paid, because this is really ridiculous. Patria, I checked my status today and they added the 11 weeks of my PEUC. I live in Pennsylvania. Now wait to see if they pay me. They owe me 4 weeks. So not sure if you logged in this morning, but if you haven't logged in since this afternoon, definitely try to. I'm not sure if you were able to certify earlier today, but if not, definitely log in and definitely try to certify because they did make some updates to PEUC today. Okay, so if my claim wasn't exhausted and I filed December 26th and it says active, but I have to reactivate Pennsylvania PUA. Yes, you do have to reactivate if you're on Pennsylvania PUA. And you definitely want to do that ASAP because I guess there's a deadline of the 29th or something, supposedly. And Val is offering, I still have the text from last week if anyone from New Jersey wants it. So yeah, Val, if you want to put your phone number, sometimes when you put your phone number in the chat, it blocks it. So I will hopefully remember if I don't get to it to show it. So I will. Can you say anything about mixed income update? Yeah, so creative manuals for moms. So that is for those that are collecting regular unemployment, PEUC, or extended benefits. So unfortunately, if you are collecting PUA, you do not qualify. So if you are collecting, like I said, regular unemployment, PEUC, or extended benefits, and you have a side hustle, you're self-employed, and you make over $5,000 on your self-employed endeavor, then you could receive an additional $100 every single week. So again, this is for someone that, you have a job, you were laid off, but you earn more than $5,000 on your side income. So yeah, I guess you would have to upload documents and somehow prove that. I don't know anything about that. Every state is probably different. But yeah, hopefully you qualify for that. That'd be nice. Moses, love your channel. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to keep up because it's tough to keep up with 50 states. But luckily, you guys don't ask for all 50. Usually it's the same 5 or 10, which makes it easy. Hi, Vicky. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Jola, hi, how's it going? You have any news on Wisconsin? I've received 2 weeks worth of FPUC, but due to the new law and the slowness of implementation, my benefits have exhausted. So you received, oh, that's really bizarre. Okay, so well, that's good. At least you're getting something, right? The last thing I have for Wisconsin, and I could definitely do an update tonight. Okay, so individuals who have not exhausted PEUC should keep filing and will continue to be paid. If you need to file a new initial claim for PEUC, you will be prompted to do so on your portal. And then if you are on PUA, so again, if you have not exhausted PUA benefits, you should be able to keep filing. However, if you did exhaust PUA prior to the expiration, you will be prompted to create a new claim for PUA. But again, I have to do, I can definitely do research, see if that information is updated. I think I got that information last week sometime. Safi, I file Sunday. Do you think I will be paid Wednesday? Yes. As long as you're seeing the claim in like an in progress status, and also check to make sure that your balance decreased. And then I believe you should get paid. Can I put Illinois in the chat, Eddie? Yes. So if you are in the state of Illinois, I do have a resource, although not 100% sure how helpful this is, but hopefully it's something. So if you're in, oh, that's right. Shoot. That's right. The text, sorry about that. You know what I'll do? What I will do is when this live stream ends, which I'll end it in the like 10 minutes or so. When the live stream ends, I will put the link in the description, because unfortunately the website, the URL is so long that it won't let me paste it in the chat. So sorry about that, Eddie. But yeah, I will definitely put that in the description. I will put it right up top so you'll be able to get it. Arizona, do I have anything on? Wait, I think I went over Arizona earlier. No, I didn't. Arizona, last I checked, they were paying for PUA and PEUC. If you find that differently, then, well, I will double check my info. But yeah, if you find that everyone's getting paid but you, then you definitely want to reach out to support. Keith, I got 270 twice today when I should have gotten 4 weeks. I hope to get the other $540 tomorrow. Yeah, mine's coming in separate times too. So yeah, hopefully you'll get the rest tomorrow. That'd be nice. Michigan, I talked about earlier in the stream. Hi, Manny. How are you? Oh, you're from San Angelo, Texas, right? David, I'm on extended benefits in Pennsylvania. I finally got paid my $300 boost. Oh, that's fantastic. Michael, yes, updates for Ohio. I did put a link in the chat. Actually, let me redo it because sometimes my chat gets weird for me, and I don't know if it gets weird for you guys too, but I will definitely put that in the chat if I can find it. All right, so if you live in Ohio, definitely go to check out the link that I just put in the chat. Creative manuals. Did anyone ever reach anyone on the phone regarding their PUA, PEUC, and similar? So yes, I personally have done it in the state of Pennsylvania. I did it yesterday and today. Creative manual. I can't remember what state you are in, if you even told me. I'm in Philly. File on Sunday. Do you think I would get paid Wednesday? Yeah, you should. I mean, as long as you're seeing, like I said, the balance go down as well as your payment in progress status. Christy, I filed for unemployment like 3 months now and no letters, nothing. I claim every Sunday. Christy, I'm not sure what state you're in. Definitely get in contact with someone because that sounds really crazy. Unless you might be in a position where they have to reach out to your employer, which obviously that can cause some delays, which obviously is very frustrating. But the best thing to do is just reach out to your state's unemployment office and see what the heck is going on. Because yeah, 3 months that's way too long. James, I want to talk to my state commissioner. Yeah, right? You're not the only one. This is ridiculous. Jola, I had 2 weeks left before the bill was signed. Didn't think I'd have a lapse in payment because I had a couple weeks remaining. So depends on the state that you're in. Some states were able to keep paying and everything was good to go, and some states didn't, which is frustrating. Oh, El Said, where's the rental assistance everywhere? I called, they say they have no money. You know what? The last time I tried to look for this, like on how to apply, I couldn't find it. Although it's probably been a couple of weeks since I actually started looking. I would almost start with not only your state, but also your county that you live in. If you can't find, and I'll try to find it myself. Let me write that down. But yeah, I couldn't find that form either when I looked for it. So yeah, let me do some research and hopefully I'll have something for you. Smooth O. Hey, I have a question. Pennsylvania, you see about 4 weeks. They only give me 1 week. Will I still get the other 3 weeks? So it depends. Log into your portal, your dashboard, and see how much your claim balance went down. And hopefully you'll be able to see your payment in a pending status. And then once you see that, if you only see one line item, or if it decreased to only 1 week amount, then you know that you're probably not going to get the other 3, in which case you'd have to contact unemployment. So yeah, and again, that's what's so frustrating because everyone's situation is different. Like there's no, oh, so crazy. Keith, anyone in Pennsylvania have an issue on their claim? If so, did y'all get paid? So I had an issue, and the only way I was able to get paid, well, I think I'll be getting paid tomorrow, is I had to reach out to chat. Oh, Thomas, Mass. So Alfredo, yeah, California is a tricky one. I couldn't find any specific dates, only that California was going to roll people out in like a 2-week period. So I looked last night, couldn't see any updates. If you live in California, there are 2 YouTubers that do California specific videos, Shelly's Millions and Jenny Silver. So definitely check them out because I can't find anything on California. So Mass, I thought Mass was paying Thomas. Let me see what I have for Mass. Oh no, maybe I thought that they were paying and then they were having issues. Okay, so yeah, I had read that they were paying everything a couple weeks ago, but then someone in the chat on one of my live streams said that PEUC will not be paid until the end of January. So hopefully so that's the information. Oh, they're paying PUA. Okay, thank you for that clarification. Okay, so yeah, for the PEUC, I have the end of January. But I will see if I can get a better date on that. Okay, the BG family. What is going on with Pennsylvania? I reopened my case, then certified, and now it says I have a claim, but when I go, it says I don't. Oh, okay, and you're on PUA. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with the PUA. I did go over some things in the beginning of the stream regarding Pennsylvania PUA, but I did read. Oh wait, hold on. I did. Pennsylvania did a live stream on Facebook. And bottom line is they know that there are a bunch of issues. There's nothing that we should be doing to fix it. We just have to wait for further guidance. And one thing that you should do, and this is for everyone on PUA in Pennsylvania, if you haven't already, definitely reactivate your claim as soon as you can. Oh, yeah. And then don't hit the request backdate button. You will delay your claims and you won't be able to file and get paid. So supposedly they're working on things is a long answer in the state of Pennsylvania. If you feel more comfortable, if it were me personally, I would try to call, but I totally know how backed up PUA is. It's insane. So Cherie, how do you identify with someone who's under 18? So school ID, social security card, birth certificate, maybe. Those are just a couple things that maybe you could try, but I haven't done any research, to be honest with you, but I would assume those would be, because with school IDs, at least it had, or a license, you know, you have a picture and the name on there, but yeah, a license. So, Deborah, yeah, I'll do some research on Wisconsin, see what I can find out for you. From New Jersey, where is the rental assistance? Oh, so you called New Jersey and they're saying that they don't have any money for it? It's frustrating. Dana, Michigan websites say they hope to have all PUA open by January 30th, not the end of February. Perfect. Thank you for giving me that update. And that was for PUA. Well, that's definitely a lot better. Ohio is, I will put, if you live in Ohio and you want to update, I just put a link in the chat. Okay, Sheree, my son's trying to get PUA in Pennsylvania, tried to identify himself. He couldn't get past his SSN. Oh, yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. I'm not 100% sure. I personally have not had to go through the ID me that they're using in Pennsylvania, so I'm not 100% sure. So I apologize for that. Tim, my regular Pennsylvania unemployment runs out mid-February. Is PEUC 11 weeks or 24? And that's automatic. PA website confuses me. I can't blame you, Tim. So yeah, here's, okay, so your regular UC runs out mid-February. So what will happen is PEUC is good for 11 weeks or until April 10th, I think it is. So what's going to happen for your situation is when regular unemployment is exhausted, Pennsylvania will automatically create a PEUC claim for you. You don't need to do anything. So a couple of days after you exhaust your regular unemployment, you'll log into your dashboard and later that week, and you'll see a PEUC claim already created. If it's not created that week, they're probably just backed up, but it should definitely be created in time for you to file again for PEUC. So you would receive PEUC from the date that you are done your regular unemployment up until April 10th, which I'm not sure. That's probably less than 11 weeks. That might be like 10 weeks or 8 weeks or so, unless they extend PEUC. But for now, you will receive it for 11 weeks or up until April 10th, whichever comes first. Mike from Ohio, break and claim for 6 weeks. So does that mean you weren't getting unemployment for 6 weeks? Because if so, that is a long time, and that's ridiculous. Yeah, in the chat, I did put a resource for people that live in Ohio, so hopefully that'll help some of you. Bridget, PEUC said they paid the $300. Oh, okay, so you got $300 today. Yay. That's awesome. Georgia. Do I have a resource for Georgia? Let me see here. So I'll answer a couple more questions and then, oh, that's right. And if you live, so I just put a resource in the chat if you live in the state of Georgia. But when I'm done this live stream, I will be putting a link for Indiana because the link was just way too long to put in the chat. Jason, I'm in Illinois. It says exhausted my benefits effective January 1st of this year, and it won't let me go back to apply for the extension. Isn't that what exhausted benefits mean? So in Illinois, I don't believe that they finished implementing PUA, which could be the reason why. Oh, wait, did you even tell me what you were on? No. So I'm not sure if you're on PUA or PEUC, but I don't think in Illinois they implemented everything. Yeah, they're still making changes. So unfortunately, you won't be able to certify or see anything until they finish implementing the extensions of those programs. Javon, how long are the weeks for the $300 boost in Michigan? I already got my boost. Just want to know how long the weeks are. So great question. So no matter what unemployment program you were on, as long as you are collecting at least $1 every single week, you will be eligible to receive the extra $300 boost. So what this means is, say you collect $200 a week for your state benefit, you will, in addition to the $200, you'll be receiving $300 on top of that. making that $500 a week. So that goes from the week ending January 2nd all the way until March 13th. So it's 11 weeks of the extra $300 boost. Jola, I may have bypassed you, and if I missed your question, I apologize. Sometimes when I get too behind in chat, when I scroll down, it skips several people. So yeah, if I missed it, I apologize. And Jessica, my PEUC says active reopen claim and payment in progress, but no money. Does anyone know what this means? So it says active, but it's asking you to reopen it too. I know that they were instructing people to reopen their claim, but if you have a payment in progress, I'd almost be afraid to do anything. But if you haven't already, yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, so your payment in progress is from 2021. If so, then hopefully everything is good to go. But I'm almost afraid to do anything, so I wouldn't want to mess up your payment in progress. So definitely get that. And then hopefully I know that they are working on PUA in the state of Pennsylvania. They're working on making updates. Supposedly they're aware of all of our information or all the frustrations that we're having. Oh, BG family, it's not saying payment in progress. When did you file? Did you file, check the day after you file? And hopefully, is that what it said? You should definitely see a line item. I forget if it says in progress. But it doesn't show until the next day. Maybe go to your balance and see if your balance decreased. But if you file today, you won't see any changes. So definitely check tomorrow if you did file today. And worst case, you can always reach out to someone by way of chat. Hollywood show. I've been on PUA for a while and almost exhausted. If I exhaust fund, am I screwed? How will it work? Will I still get state from? Okay. So yeah, no matter what state you are in, the PUA extension in the new bill that was passed is for 11 weeks, starting the week ending January 2nd all the way until March 13th. So you can only collect 50 weeks of PUA total. So most people that were collecting PUA last year in the year 2020 collected 39 weeks. Now, there were a couple states that paid in a couple more weeks, but the most that you can collect is 50 weeks. So what you want to do is take 50 weeks of PUA, subtract the amount of weeks that you were paid last year, and you should be entitled for those remaining weeks. So again, a lot of us only collected 39 weeks of PUA last year. So you take, you 50 weeks, subtract 39 weeks, and that is how many weeks that you could collect in the year 2021. So yeah, you should be good to go, actually, because if you still have weeks left over from last year, then you might even be paid out until April 10th. And yes, you will get the $300 boost. Grace, I had an open case for PUA. It says inactive, and I had to reactivate it. I have to wait a week, like it's a new claim. Yeah, they're having oh gosh, so many issues. I don't even know how to answer PUA anymore, to be honest with you. It's so frustrating. I can't even, oh my gosh. Yeah, that's very strange. And obviously reaching out to unemployment is just virtually impossible. Yeah, I'm completely stumped. It's just so weird that you have to wait a week. I think I did hear some people say that in the state of Pennsylvania. But again, everyone's situation is different. If you have the time, definitely reach out to unemployment. But I know that they are still working on things in PUA. So yeah, I guess wait unless you can get in contact with unemployment sooner. How do I check the balance through PUA? Depends on the state that you're in, actually. Oh, it looks like you might be in Pennsylvania. I think as soon as I think it's on your dashboard, but I haven't logged into our PUA in a while, so I'm not 100% sure. Mickey Haynes, but yeah, it should be on your dashboard though. My PUA was flagged Pennsylvania, can't get through on the phone. Are you able to upload any documentation? Are they asking for documentation? Is that why it's flagged? Not 100% sure. Obviously, the best thing, maybe send an email. Maybe that'll get through, and then you can try calling at the same time. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure without knowing what that flagged means. Kansas, are they paying? Yes, they are. That's what someone wrote in my chat or in the chat, I think last week. Last I heard they weren't paying, but someone told me that they were, but I can definitely double check on that. My pen doesn't work. Okay. Grace, I had money a week's available when it ended in December. Yeah, that's well, especially because you didn't exhaust. So yeah, why is it even asking you to reactivate? Is really weird. Unless maybe it's doing that for all claims, but I'm not, or yeah, all PUA claims. But I will sometimes just talking about all this, I just get confused. But yeah, definitely send them an email and then try to call on top of it. Ray had 11 weeks left as of December 26th of PUA in Michigan. You can't certify it. Yeah, in Michigan, they're still working on implementation of the PUA extension, unfortunately. Lorraine, yesterday you were able to certify it in Florida for PEUC for the first time. Yeah, I know Florida was having a lot of issues. That's awesome. Good to hear. Slowly but surely. All right, so I will take a couple more. Oh my gosh, this chat is gone crazy. Hold on, let me just quickly. Oh wait, so sorry. We're trying to. It skipped a bunch of chats. Okay, so Anthony's saying, if you're in Pennsylvania for PUA, call, or you can follow him on IG and explain everything he did. He was able to file for Pennsylvania PUA on the 21st at 9:30 p.m. and it allowed me to claim 3 weeks. Again, I think that's what's so frustrating because everyone's situation is different, right? But hey, at least you were able to get through. Anthony said, I caught PUA off guard. My portal was open and allowed me to file for. That's flipping amazing. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Yeah, a lot going on. So I think actually what I'm going to do is when I end the live stream, I will put in the chat Indiana. Or no, I'm not going to put that in the chat. I'm going to put that in the description. the information that I have for Indiana because the URL was too long for me to put in the chat. Yes, good luck, everyone. If I didn't get to your question, I apologize. Obviously, there's a lot more of you than me. And so, yeah, I'm trying to do my best. But I do go live on my channel Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if I didn't get to your question, definitely, if you can, join us back tomorrow. And have a great night. And hopefully we'll see more progress as the days and weeks come ahead. But thanks, guys. And thank you guys for helping each other out, too, because you guys are amazing. And this isn't all about, obviously, me trying to help, but it's also you guys helping each other. And I greatly appreciate everyone for being here and helping each other out. So with that said, have a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow.